Hello everyone, how are you? This is yours truly, Diabetic Cycling, coming at you one more time. Today is January 1st, 2023. So happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. So today, as the title indicated, and as I teased all of you on Instagram, I have a new bike that I'm gonna unbox today, which will be something that I ride around and show you, come to you with a full review video at some point soon. I took a poll on YouTube and I asked you guys whether you guys wanted the unboxing and then my riding and then the full review video, because that takes, from the unboxing to the full review video, takes good several weeks. So I asked if you guys wanted that or keep this a secret, unbox it, and then come immediately with the full review video right after. And it was about 70% to 30%. Most of you wanted to see the unboxing way early ahead of the game, despite the fact that there may be some gap between unboxing and the full review videos. Okay, so today I'm gonna unbox this bike and we'll go through that together from how it comes right out of the box, and I'll take you through the whole experience in the event you are also wishing to buy one of these. So bike that I am going to show you today is from Ribble. It's a UK bike company. We have a trusty knife and let's get right to it. So you and I are going to watch this thing together, how it comes out of the box. I actually don't know whether it arrived safely, because once it left their UK distribution house, it went to Germany, back to UK, then it went to Canada, then it went to Cincinnati, then it went to LA, then it finally arrived. So it took quite a bit of, okay, so that's the outer box. It says don't touch it here and don't touch it here on either side of things. What I'm curious to find out is whether the bike comes nearly assembled like Canyon, or is it basically unusable like the way factory ships it. So initially looking at it, we have cheap bubble wrap, no different than how my China Panda Express came. And then we have a pretty decent layer of cardboard boxes protecting the bike. All right, so here we go. We have a goodie box. Nice. We have the pedal wrench. We have the multi-millimeter torque. The Allen key, the bits, and then also rudimentary torque wrench. Kind of sort of like what Canyon sends you when you buy one of their bikes. Nice touch nonetheless. All right, so the first thing that came out of the bag is the Selle Italia SLR Boost saddle. Saddle itself, I'm not going to mind. However, I am extremely disappointed with the way Ribble sent this. This saddle looks terribly, terribly dirty. It's probably the grease from mechanics' gloves or hands as they worked on the bike, or the guy who disassembled the bike to pack everything. But this is not how a brand new saddle should come to you when you buy a brand new bike. So that's very disappointing. The rail is a manganese rail, so it's not as light as my other SLR Boost with the full cutout that actually came with the Factor, which has the also carbon rail. I'm not going to have a problem with the saddle, but again, the way it came, a little disappointing. And then the rest of it is, we have the work order, not very exciting. Then we have, again, tons of grease. I mean, it's a bike, so I'm not gonna bitch about bike having grease stuff, but that's just very disappointing. We have, what else in here? We have a bunch of paperwork that came with different parts that's on the bike. We'll move on to removing the wheel and unwrapping the bubble wrap. All right, actually there's more stuff in the bag, so here we go. They did include the bottle cage. They feel pretty light. Let's open one up and show you guys whether it's branded Ribble or something generic. We'll find out. It's an all carbon affair. Nice touch. So it's not labeled Ribble. It's their in-house brand called Level that this is branded with, and it's actually pretty light. I'm actually familiar with this cage. The name escapes me right now, but this is a private label. This is somebody else makes this, and they just stamp their name on there. This looks very familiar in terms of, I think I actually have this very cage on my Factor, now that I think of it. All right, so that's that. So we have 2 of these in the bag. We'll see what else is in here. Top cap. I also did order the $5 extra top cap that's going to have my name on there. So it says Diabetic Cycling with my wolf head on there. Let's see, we got the spacer for the brake pads. Now, why is that not already on the bike? Does that mean the wheels are on the bike already? So we'll find out. The i2 charger. Bottle cage bolt. Couple extra hardware. Let's see, that's for the i2 cable install little thing that helps you plug it in. That's a seat post clamp. So based on that, it looks like the seat post is not on the bike. So there you go. So that wraps up the plastic bag. All right, so now we're gonna actually go through this and I'll show you how it comes. Anyhow, so comes with the Level, their own in-house brand wheels. Level, this is 56 mil front and back. Pretty well packed with the layer of a cardboard box. And then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bubble wrap, and that's a boring process, so I'm not gonna show you that, so we'll come right back. Okay, so we got the first layer of a bubble wrap out of there, so we are going to lift how they pack this. So it comes with the real wheel attached, and it comes out like this. So let me now get rid of the box and we'll come right back. Okay, so I got the bike out of the box. This is how they send it. So bubble wrap is plenty enough to protect everything. So what I'm gonna now do is unwrap all the bubble wrap, protective bubble wrap here, and then get to the meaty part of the bike, and then we'll come right back. All right, everybody, so it took me good 15 minutes just to get everything unwrapped. Wrapping job they did is actually really, really good, despite the fact that saddle came absolutely ghetto, like I showed you earlier. Plenty of bubble wrap, properly wrapped, properly taped, everything absolutely gold. It was a bit of a pain in the ass to unwrap everything. Now, do as I say, not as I do. Never rest your bike on a bike stand by the top tube. But because of the aero tube, and I haven't had time enough to get everything dialed in, so I'm just sort of resting it easy here. I'm not putting any pressure on the top tube. But let's now go through the bike together. Okay, so as you may have noticed, the bike is Ribble's Ultra SLR. This is the all-aero affair from Ribble. Now, those of you from like the States that you may not be aware of, Ribble is based in UK. I don't know whether they through the dealership or direct to consumer, but obviously I bought it direct from Ribble, which I'll talk to you guys more about later. Now, let's look at from the front to the rear. Now, this bike at the announcement was very controversial, and its unique feature is the cockpit. It's an all-one aero cockpit where the width at the hood only 36 for what I ordered and 40 here it flares out at the drops to 40. So since I ride 40, I order 40. However, what you get then is the narrower, more aero width at the hoods area. So if you see here, you are not supposed to put the bar tape on this cockpit because there's no hole here. Now the grip here has a tactile feel, so you could grab and have plenty of traction on the handlebar without having bar tape. Now you notice how chunky this top bit is, so that's supposed to create some sort of an aero turbulence so that it becomes more aero with the rider behind it in mind. I don't buy that at all, but I don't have a wind tunnel data to support my suspicion, but there you go. It comes with the standard, I believe, with 2.5 centimeter stack at spacer at the top. The wheel again is their own in-house brand Levels 56 mil wheel. I spec'd it with the 160 mil rotor front and back. And as you can see, the paint job is the now defunct the Continental race team based out of UK, which is the Team Weld Tight. The team is no longer, so this paint job is no longer valid. However, I actually don't mind the paint job at all. So that all looks good. By the way, I have not gotten the saddle properly mounted. I'm just kind of resting here just to give you guys the general idea of what it looks like, because the seat clamp, the saddle clamp mechanism seems a little weird. I have not figured it out yet, but that's what the kind of a bike looks like. The size that I ordered, I forget what their sizing is, but basically I ride 51. So there you go. And fully aero, as you see here, full aero fork, very thin front profile and very wide. And this bit right here looks almost like a Pinarello Dogma. So where you have the bottle cage, it's gonna go with the bottle being in place. That's how it's supposed to be aero. So you have the very severe truncated camptail foil design right here. Let's see, and super flared out the seat stay, thus giving you plenty of clearance, which I'll show you later on. And spec'd with the Ultegra Di2 fully aero seat post. Now, because they are sending you the bike almost assembled, what happened is all the cabling has a lot of slack. So the Di2 battery is inside the seat post. The cable, they left so much stack so that they could ship the bike with everything intact. There's a lot of slack here, so I might have to fiddle with that a little bit. Secondly, also the cable, the integrated cockpit, you can hide all your cables inside. There's a lot of slack right around this area. So that's something also I'm gonna have to pay attention to as I finalize the assembly. The bike, one thing that I could share with you is that it basically came fully assembled. It's basically rideable. I just need to tighten where I need to tighten and with the proper torque pressure, but no severe amount of assemblies needed, unlike Factor. So this experience was a lot like Canyon, where bike basically comes basically ready to go. And that's what this is. I just had to mount the cockpit on, which took a bit of effort, and then just a couple minor things here and there. I might be able to take this out on a test ride tomorrow. So there you go. That is the unboxing of my Ribble Weld Tight Ultra SLR spec'd with Ultegra 12-speed Di2. I will be back with you during the course of my test ride with my first thoughts, first impressions, and then full review video, hopefully right about 500, 700 miles afterwards. Thank you. I've been Diabetic Cycling. You've been awesome. Until next time.